Now another shot here at the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To the air, May. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
To throw, it's May. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment, though.
They've got his man complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to take the lead.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's May. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff running for the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Second and 7. Looking to throw, May.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Looking deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Yep, 45. Here you go. Hey,
Samuel going to go in motion right. From the gun, it's May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Orchid. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep.
That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught by Hunter. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Crazy.
And they go play action with May.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
John Henderson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
From the shotgun, it's May.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Crazy.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 50 yards.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready, go!
Now Cunningham. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Come 19, 70, Timberwolves. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Denzel Perryman with a sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
19, Lions. 79, Broncos.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, man, it's Randy Moss.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On 4th down, Cunningham throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. And he's going to use his legs here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Come on, set, go.
Cunningham to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They try again with Peterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This is 3rd and goal.
Look at 19. Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Peterson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
70 Lions. Go.
We'll try the zone read on first and 10. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead.
Team 7. Visitors nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So Continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Down. 6 seconds.
From the gun, it's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Colorado. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hawkinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes
Ready.
it 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And he is upended. What a awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the visitors are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 7-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. From the 23, here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those...
Josh Jacobs to the 20. And he will score. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground, and that one set down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to New Orleans. After this, on 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Ready?
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is caught inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 83 yards. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you what, Mike, there's being aggressive on 4th down, and then there's being really aggressive on 4th down. They weren't just trying to get an inch past the sticks. They were going for broke, but hey, when you have trust in your quarterback and your downfield weapons, I don't blame them.
No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Visitors 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Check, hut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Ready. 50, green. Set.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. This one intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. Now, Greg, Not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Drill 52. Come on, set. Hut.
On first and 10, here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions, because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll run. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The kick is good. Makes the score our home team 28, visitors 7.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. And, Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Is Williams. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends.
The Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
They're in long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Williams throwing on 4th. Forced out to his right. Throwing deep down the near sideline. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here at the 16.
There was a negative. You didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Chased out to his right. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target.
Volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Headed out right. He's making a bid for it. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
4th down. They're going to throw for it. Brought in. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal, New Orleans.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down.
6 yards.
And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Rig, Cowboy 80. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Moved up considerably, and the penalty makes this little more than a chip shot. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
To throw is Williams. On the move, headed right. Moving right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens trim the lead to 1. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll come out throwing. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Ready.
He'll work against the blitz. Setting up the screen. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Okay,
we're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Got In the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Let's go now. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
He takes off with it. They pitch it to him. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And he takes it down to the 33. That goes for 32 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They send Diggs in motion right. First down, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. He finds Diggs right side. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. First down, Williams to throw. Buying some time right. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Into the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Pick six and a New Orleans touchdown.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. After the pick, here's Williams. Getting out to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throwing again on second, Williams. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. They'll motion a tight end left. First down throw by Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Throwing deep towards the end zone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
The drive starts with an option, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws. That's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Forced out to his right. It's complete to Hollins. Gets some space around midfield. Keeps himself upright. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
Saints 27, Ravens 17.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Shaheed now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready,
Throwing off the play fake. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yeah.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that is felt right there with that INT.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
From the red zone now. It's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He rolls to his right. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. And the play clock expires. This is going to cost them half the distance. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Ready,
so that delay backs them up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Working from his end zone. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line, Brock. Knocked down a step or 2 shy of it. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Gotta be lying.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And Baltimore finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal.
His kick is good. Makes the score Saints
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's the handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Looking in the air here. Rolling out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
For the Saints, 1st down. It's a gain of 20.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Saints only up by a few. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Hand off to the back. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down.
Go.
Here he is to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And there's the stuff they needed. Dropped behind the line, and they can get the football back now.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
What is up?
He'll look to throw it. This is caught downfield by Hollins. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves him in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Saints, 27.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To throw here on first down. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Williams trying to throw for it. Buys time, rolling right. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Back to work they go after the interception. Rolling left, buying some time. Trying to push. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
First down. It's a gain of 35.
Pass play now.
First down, Saints.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4. Well, all things going their way through the air at the moment, partner. They pick off a throw for 6, and then they complete a pass of their own to add on 2 more.
Can I be honest with you here, Kate?
Please.
And maybe I'm a bad person for saying this, but every once in a while, I root for chaos.
Woo, I love it.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded a little chaos. I wouldn't have minded seeing that one go back through the air the other way and put 2 on the board, but it wasn't to be. That's excellent execution to get the touchdown in the pick 6 and put 2 more on the board.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Here's a design run.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for our crew, my partner Brock Huard and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Madden Ultimate Team. The Ravens are your winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about the week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
Man in motion is Smith. Throwing right away, it's May. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early. Well, we just saw worst case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot is all you got on your opening possession.
He's to the 10, and he'll take this one in. Adrian Peterson, touchdown Saints. The try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
What's that? Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Off the play fake, here's May. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's a big one for the Ravens. 36 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Hey, what's that? Five.
On play action, here's May. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And he'll be taken down. That is a good return. They'll set up shop at the 30-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset, because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Grab throw 80.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's a gain of 20. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. On the run to the right. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
At the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. And that will be a first down.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
19.
They'll look to throw yet again. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Third down. 3 to go. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks. Allow your team to get settled in. Don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
To the air right away is Manning. Forced to his right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Forced out wide. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Manning. Rolling to the left. He's going to tuck it and go. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. They send Ridley in motion. Manning. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Eli gonna throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
7 yards. And it's third down.
To throw is Eli. Forced out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? More from New Orleans after this. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Throwing now, Manning. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on fourth down. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. On the play fake, here's Manning. Moving to his left. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyle Juszczyk. Touchdown, Seahawks. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
The extra point is up and through, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
from the 41. Here's second down and 4.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Manning on the move left. Now he takes off. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
To the air is Manning. Moving left. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send Ridley in motion. Back to throw is Manning. Inside the 10, it is caught.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw is Manning. Exiting the pocket right. Taking up, fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out.
You can see the relief on his face. He gets up and he goes, you know, I got away with one there. I was a little loose with the ball, and fortunately for the ball carrier, he was close enough to the sideline that he gets a friendly bounce. You're not always going to be that lucky. You have to protect the ball at all costs, and it's a little easier to learn that lesson when you get back in the huddle, and fortunately for you, it's still your ball.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
It's the tight end Henry in motion.
3-yard line.
To throw, it's Manning. Moving outside the pocket. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Seattle.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
Ready, break! Ready, rig! 60 Eagles! 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will be brought down first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
They go play action with Manning. Flushed to his left. He's going to keep it, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Pushed out to his left. He'll let this go deep for Diggs.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Brings up second and 10.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
Now, faking the give. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Darius Smith in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Here we go. Stack. Cougar 19.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Brings up third and 6.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's hard. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards for the touchdown.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on fourth down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Our home team.
Maybe a little early for this here in the third quarter. They want to get it back now, so here comes an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Look at him go!
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the try here for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready. Hut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Rolling right. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL.
And he will go all the way. Rashid Shaheed for the touchdown. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, touchdown.
And he will win the race to the pylon. In for the two-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And that will lead to a second down. He'll look to throw. On the run to the right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked up by Eric Murray. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here just past the 30.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Moving to his right. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Ready,
He'll get this out wide, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
He'll run, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Adrian Peterson, touchdown.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
Makes the score. Our home team 22. Visitors 21.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Here's Manning. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Eli gonna throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. Here comes 2nd and 4. Manning. To the left side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. To throw is Eli. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing now, Manning. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. On 3rd, and the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. So now, a big spot coming here. This a potential game winner. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready? Liking 8.
A quick throw. The RPO is complete.
Cunningham's pass.
Here comes 2nd down.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have
into space. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Well, Mike, we're kind of looking at each other up here saying, do they have one more big play left in them? And they got it. When it's all said and done, it should more than likely turn out that that play is the game winner.
Makes the score our home team 29. Visitors 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To the air is Manning. Going for it all. That is hot. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now Manning escaping to his left. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Back to throw is Manning. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Oh, costly sack. Can't have that here. We'll have to use a timeout. And barring a defensive penalty, we're down to 1 play in this one. It is 3rd and goal. And in motion, it's Diggs. They send a receiver in motion left. Here we go. 1 final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
What a throw right there. You find yourself down here, Mike. You're in position where you definitely can get the ball in the end zone. That's critical. Anytime the last play of the game, just give yourself a chance. And somehow, with all those bodies, he finds the open man,